Where to begin? Oh my God. What a 24 hours, let me tell you, kids. So, Dad's current situation. I'm at a hostel in Bowling Springs, Pennsylvania, which is about 20 miles from where I got off the trail. Okay, bear with me. This is gonna get good, okay? Just hang in there. It's worth it, alright? So, I'm at this hostel. I got my tent set up in the yard because I got bunks and a thing, and it's a sauna in there. And I'll sleep out in the yard in my tent. So, that was my decision. So, let's start at the beginning of this story. It all started last night, or this morning, when I woke up at 1 a.m., wide awake. I'm like, great time to try a night hike, right? What could possibly go wrong? I said. Alright, hang on now. So, I go on my night hike. Flawless. Couldn't have been. I took a video. Hopefully it'll download someday when I find internet again. Because I'm just recording this and I'll post it after. But I gotta get this down. This is classic Dad, okay? So, now, I do my night hike. I say, I'm going to beat the heat today because it's hot here too. It is sweltering down here. Nothing to do with the pole shift, I'm just saying, okay? Anyway, back to the story. So, it gets quantum, so it's kind of difficult to put into words for me sometimes. So, alright. So, I'm going to beat the heat down here, and I'm on point. By 6 a.m., I got almost, 5 miles in. It was easy trail, okay? I wasn't climbing over boulders too often, occasionally, but not too often. It was a pretty smooth while, uphill a lot and downhill a lot, as goes on the trail. It's got its ups and its downs, repeatedly, and I love every one of them. Honestly, I do. So, I'm at, ironically, Tom's Run Cabin, okay? That was my 6 a.m. breakfast stop. That's where I was on the trail. You can look it up if you want. So, my plan for the day is I'm going to get to the Master's Mansion, which is also a hostel, but it's a mansion, and it's in the state forest. So I trudge along, I take my breaks when I want, I meditate, I took a bunch of videos on the way. I wasn't rushing, because my trail name is No Rush. Get it? So I'm not rushing. I'm American. Anyways. Now, so, I finish up my breakfast, I go walking into the state forest, proud as a peacock. I'm patting myself on the back. I got 10 miles under my belt. It ain't even 10 o'clock yet in the morning. I'm feeling like a champ, but I'm tired a little, you know what I mean? I've been hiking since 1 a.m. So I get up to the mansion, and there's a big sign out front. Function today, hostel closed. Well, there goes that plan right off the shitter. Now, it just so happens that the ATC Museum is also located across the street, but that's open, which is good. So I go over there, and there's another little place there where everyone stops and does the half-gallon ice cream challenge, and I was really looking forward to that one. They were closed. At this point, I'm like, screw this. I go up to the state park ranger's office and say, give me a campsite here. I ain't taking another step, buddy. So I get a $36 campsite with electricity, because I figure I'll have my phone, but there's no Wi-Fi in this state park either, okay? Now, the plot thickens. So, I get the campsite, I walk down, I can't find it. I'm walking around for another mile and a half with my pack on in circles. I can't find this thing. So I drop my pack, I'm like, screw this. I go up to the ranger's office. Closed till 12:30, they're at lunch. At this point, I'm giggling. There's nothing left to do but giggle. So I go back down to where the closed ice cream challenge store is, and there's a group of campers there. And they go, hey, we're getting a hotel. You want in? I'm like, absolutely. I go, well, let me go up and cancel my campsite. I walk up the hill, tiring, very tired, and cancel the campsite. I come back down, they're all gone. There's no one there. I'm like, are you fucking shitting me? Honestly? Really? You're kidding, right? Again, giggle. There's a bulletin board with a number to call for a ride somewhere. I'm like, get me out of here. I can't go up and tell them I want my campsite back. They're going to lock me up in Pennsylvania. So I didn't do that. I call this guy. I go, you got to get me somewhere. I've been hiking since 1 a.m. I told him the whole story, blah, blah, blah. He goes, there's a hostel you can stay at for $12 a night out in the country. Hence, I'm out at a hostel in the country. Now, here's where the plot thickens. It goes quantum at this point, okay? So the guy that's there, he says, she'll come and pick us up in 45 minutes. Why don't we go over and have dinner? The place we go into, who's there? Detour and Ishmael. The two people that I hung out with the most, made best friends with, they're from Massachusetts. They were way ahead of me. I'm way ahead of myself on where I should be on the trail at my 5 miles a day at a grueling pace, right? They're like, no way. We sat right next to them. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is not a coincidence. There's a reason for this. We're talking and there's all kinds of stuff going on. I don't even know how to start getting into that, but it's all good. Then out of the blue, the other kid, BK, from the one with the walking down the hill for the water thing, he texts me out of the blue and says, I'm in Bowling Springs. You want to split a hotel room? I go, are you shitting me? So current situational update. BK's on his way over to the hostel. She just went to pick him up. So he's going to be here within, I don't know, an hour, because it's a long drive. I'm sitting here in this lady's backyard with horses, chickens, and goats over in the corral. I don't know if you can see it because I've been doing a selfie this whole time, but I'm on a farm, for Christ's sakes. I'm laying at the hostel on the picnic table, at the ATC office on the picnic table on my back, half dead. The lady that works there walks by. I say, if I don't make it, tell my kids I love them. She starts laughing. She goes, you know, right over there, there's a spring that runs on a constant 52 degrees. Why don't you go put your feet in the water? It'll make you feel better. And I go, I never heard of a better idea in my life. And as I was sitting there with my feet in the cold, natural earth spring water, it dawned on me. Laying on that picnic table for hours waiting for a ride, listening to traffic, the one thing I went to the trail to get away from was sucking the life out of me. Once I put my feet in the cold water and was meditating barefoot, in touch with the earth, I was rejuvenated, and I kid you not, I could have done another 10 miles right then and there. I have no doubt in my mind I would have done it. But instead, my common sense kicked in. Now I'm at the hostel where I just took a nice shower, had dinner. I'm in my tent listening to birds. Few people talking, but very quietly. There's no traffic here, kids. And BK's on his way over, and I'm sure I'll be in touch with Detour and Ishmael momentarily, because we gotta go see their band. Okay, that's all. It's his band, but we gotta go, kids. All right, he's a musician. You gotta check this kid out. All right. So that's the status update for now. All is well. As soon as I get internet, I promise this will get posted immediately. All right. I love all of you, and I will keep you updated. Have a good night. I'm gonna hang out and wait for BK, where we will probably giggle into the wee hours of the morning over all of this. Peace out, love, and yes, I do have my airspeed velocity with the African swallow shirt on because I'm in camp. Pleasant dreams, kids.